You gotta give me time.
On hard mode, they.
I just need more time.
I don't even know if I can do this. If I die, I'll skip it.
Alright, that's fine.
But on hard mode, they put a billion more Shinra guys.
What did it take you? Like more time? More tries?
You can just reset, and then there's checkpoints.
Oh, okay.
This, I don't even think you have to do this. I don't think it like is a trophy or any sort of achievement.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you reload?
Ching ching. Could you move with the right stick?
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
I'm never gonna do it.
Thought so. I just did this probably a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense in terms of being able to do this.
Minigame checkpoint updated. Alright, Resident Evil 5. I don't mind this super much.
It's not like awful or anything.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, like he said, it's not
well, I'm clearly gonna die.
something you absolutely have to do, or anything like that. Yeah, I think you have to take down at least 2 helicopters. Yo, that's taking a steady stream of the buggy HP.
I literally never knew that you can move the buggy.
That's hilarious. I love that. Help! A bunch of people died. Like, the people who fall off the bikes, they probably don't die. But, the helicopter people definitely did. It's all over. There's a... Do you think we're gonna get to Gongaga this part?
Probably not.
There's a character we meet next time in Gongaga.
Look how many guys there are!
That is ridiculous. Who's like one of the most interesting but unnecessary extra characters they added to this game. And I just finished the Gongaga part, and you like learn things about them.
Are you talking about Cisne?
Cisne, yeah.
That's from Crisis Core.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. To me, it was a character made for this game.
In terms of characters that they pulled from Crisis Core, I'm definitely fine with Cisne being more important. I mean, she literally was a Turk.
See, I didn't. That makes so much more sense for the proto-relic thing then. Heck. And you're on suppressor.
Man, this is so much easier. I mean, you can just move the...
I was gonna say. Yeah, because I did it on normal, and I pretty easily did it, but it was on normal.
Okay.
I think he's gonna shoot middle first, and then left and right. I'm glad Barrett just has unlimited bullets.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, I think this is the end.
We're doing it Reddit.
We got this, bros. Yeah, it's funny that since I never played Crisis 4, I was like, this is an interesting character for them to add. And then I did the proto-relic stuff, which shows that she was talking about like Turk stuff, and I was like, that's really random.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't remember Cisne at all, considering I did Crisis Core during the lockdown. I guess it is 4 years ago.
Yeah, I don't remember much about Dirge of Cerberus or Crisis Core,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Elena Tifa slap fight when?
Elena sucks. Oh, this is a time when Elena could have easily died.
I mean, breaking her neck, having the oh, yeah, that's right.
This.
Yeah, having the buggy run over her. I'd be like, I quit. Falls down to her knees, Japanese girl style. So Japanese. I don't even know what you call that.
I know Elena's like the worst Turk, but she's still a Turk. It's like, come on.
Yeah. It's like...
Do you want to save the planet or be like weird pacifist, but be completely fine with killing it Shinra grunts? Doesn't make any sense.
It's the elite of the elite. I forget, why is Reno not in this game, at least yet?
Oh, he got like ultra beef DFO'd at the end of the plate drop. He's just
Okay,
been
that's right.
recuperating.
That's right, okay.
He doesn't show up like a single time after the plate fall in the original, but like he gets super PTFO.
Wait. When's the next time he shows up in the original? Don't you see him in Nibelheim?
I don't remember. You see him in this game, but it's at the very end.
Yeah. That's true. He does get Shrek'd. So it makes sense.
In fact, it was one of those cases where like remake Cloud is definitely stronger than original Cloud, because Cloud was literally about to go for the death blow, but then he gets interrupted by the whispers.
That makes sense. Hey, what's that? Aw, you had to show 2 angles of it? Come on, man. Just show us the one.
I guess they do pretty much say that Reeve is Kate Sith.
Dude, look at I love Cloud. In fact, I love all 3 of them. Barrett's just some, like, normal 5'9" dude. Like, you know, someplace on there it's gonna say, age 25, 7 foot tall, 540 pounds, and it's like a picture of like just some dude.
Don't have too much fun.
I'm saying.
At least Sang has. I feel like if you look at all characters in the original game, ones I would want to see done a little bit more of, it would be Zhang. At least he has some characterization in this game.
He disappears after the Temple of the Ancients.
Right, yeah, he does not exist.
In fact,
I always assume he died, but isn't he in Dirge of Cerberus then?
Yeah, they wrote a extended universe novel specifically to say that, like, one of the plot points is Reno surviving from Temple of the Ancients, which happens off screen.
Oh, wow.
Is she looking?
Yeah, because, wait.
He doesn't show up.
You mean Zhang or you mean Reno?
I don't believe so.
What did I say?
So you said Reno.
I meant Sang.
Okay. Because you fight, in Midgar the second time, you fight Reno, Alina, and
Yeah.
Rude.
Even in the original game, you know that you don't kill Reno, and he shows up in
Yeah.
Advent Children.
And they don't... They're all alive in Advent Children,
I'm pretty
right?
sure, yeah.
So even if you defeat them, you just assume they run away or whatever. Wait. I don't know. Oh, it's a remake. Who cares? Rufus is in Advent Children, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
It's such a, like... That's such a dumb thing to do. Because in the original game, he's in his office like this, and a weapon shoots, like, a death laser at him. And he, like... It's such a cool scene, because, like, he accepts his fate. He, like, stands there and, like, stares at it.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
Oh, speaking of really stupid.
When
Remember this guy?
they wrote an extended universe book specifically to have Don Panero survive, but I think it becomes like wheelchair bound, maybe permanently. I forget.
Okay.
Still just a
That's not something I even cared about.
I think he turns a new leaf. I forget exactly though.
pig-headed,
Okay, that is ridiculous.
daddy-hating child. And under that bratish exterior,
Whenever,
Yeah, this guy is from. I think it's not before Crisis. I think it's called Ever Crisis. I don't know why every single FF7
Crisis.
game has to be Crisis something.
whenever RJ sees, our CFB employee RJ sees a person who's blonde with a beard, he's always like, hey, I saw your twin. He would literally see this and be like, hey, that guy's Spencer. He's literally Spencer. Like, blonde guy, slightly darker beard.
Why is RJ so racist?
He just is. So he'll literally message me like, dude, you're literal twins over here. And I'll, like, sneak a peek and I'll be like, what? It's just, like, some guy who's, like, 40 pounds bigger than me, 2 or 3 inches shorter, looks nothing like me. And it's like, he's white and blonde with a beard. What? It's like, okay. I guess. I still, all these years later, someone will be like all the time people will be like, hey, I was just in yesterday and I talked to you. And I'm like, oh, I wasn't in yesterday. Did you talk to Trevor, the guy who's 3 inches taller than me, doesn't have a beard and has short hair? What?
Also much bigger. It's like, wow, did you gain 80 pounds?
I remember.
It's almost insulting for you.
I remember. There was this one guy years ago. I don't know if he was all quite there, but he was like, he came in, and it was the first time I saw him in a while. He used to be like a quote-unquote customer. Anyway, he came in, and he was like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Wow, you gained weight. And I remember just laughing so hard. I don't even know if I gained weight, to be honest with you. But I just remember, like, who says that?
Yeah.
Like, especially to some random, like, person that you've, like interacted with the store. That still lives rent-free in my mind, that he was just like, wow, you gained weight. And I was like, I don't know. I've been, like, the same weight my entire adult life.
Yeah.
I've been, like, 210, 220 pounds my entire adult life. So, like I said, it lives rent-free in my head, because I'm like, who does that? Literally, who does that? No, but, like, I can understand someone being like, hey, there's a guy who looks, you know, kind of like you who works at the store. I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's Trevor, you know, da-da-da. But, like, literally people will be like, oh, I was just in on Sunday, and it'll be, like, Tuesday. And I talked to you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, so you had a conversation with a person, and they didn't have long hair down to their shoulders, and they didn't have a beard, and they were, like, 3 inches taller than me, and that's me. I got it. Like, I'm like, I don't understand it. I would even understand if I cut my hair short and didn't have a beard. I get that, right? But, like, I literally have a beard and long hair. Like,
and I, like, at max go, like, 2 days without shaving, and I've been cutting my hair really short.
Yeah. It's, like, not even... I don't want to... Okay, my hair is not to my shoulders, but it's close.
Like, my hair is, like...
It's, like, as long as clouds.
Literally, my hair is, like, 50% buzzed all the time now. Because it's so nice. Not caring about anything is so nice.
I
don't want to do a full buzz, because that would be too lazy.
I just want someone to be like... Hey, I talked to your employee, RJ, and then they're like, they mean like Noah or something like that. Like, my dear sir, can I help you get a prescription for your glasses? you need glasses, my good sir. Oh man. Oh, we finally get to use Kate Seth at this point.
Your lucky food is mushrooms.
Yep.
Mushrooms, eh? Mushrooms.
Wait, Gongaga!
You mentioned something earlier about the Corel reactor.
Earlier.
It's literally Ewan McGregor, the guy who plays Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there! I love it. I don't get it. What is Yuffie's character? What does she want? What are her aspirations? I'm very confused. It goes to show you that you can have like one... I mean, she's not completely one-dimensional. Especially when you go to Wu-Tai in the original game, you see a lot more. But you don't have to have every character be like super 3D, deep for me kind of thing. You can have a character that's like, materia, I want materia. I want materia. And you're like, yep. It's just, I think about it with like, even like with like shows. Like one of my favorite shows of all time is King of Queens. You know, with Kevin James.
Yep.
And literally the entire show is Doug Fat. Like, that's it. And it's epic hilarious. Or literally King of the Hill. 200-something episodes. You're like, and you could take it down to say The Boy Ain't Right. But you could also just as easily just say something like, Hank Hill tries to be normal and all the people around him aren't normal, right? Like, that's it. Right there, that's it.
Wait,
What
I'm having a...
Down there.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was like, how do you get to Gongaga?
But I just, sometimes something is so simple and awesome
So, what was up with that lucky food fortune?
that it just works.
Well, this reactor's smack bang in the middle of a place.
And Yuffie works as me wanting materia. Oh, they put those sticks there to show you can't use a chocobo. You can't swim over it. You can't swim any further.
Convenient.
Yuffie gets sick at being in anything.
Yeah, the chocobo gimmick in this place sucks.
Oh, it's the worst. As someone who just finished this part.
Yeah.
Yo, if this was a Western design game, they would literally show her throwing up. They would show, like, a close-up of the actual throw-up.
There's a village
Yeah.
up this way.
And then they would show her mouth with, like, all the disgusting stuff on it.
And I'll bet we could
I'm just saying, sometimes Japanese games are better.
Yeah, seriously.
No, if this was a Western game, Cloud would be like, I gotta pee. And they would just show him doing it.
Also,
Like,
it would be,
cool.
I have to effing pee.
Yes. Let's just remake Rebirth with a Western game studio. Sephiroth, Sephiroth, you effing killed Ares!
You effing monster!
Maybe our lucky food will be on the
I love, there's a certain board I go on once in a while, message board, and I love when they'll just make these memes of Western-made Silent Hill 2 remake,
Yeah,
and I just love it.
Especially SH2 remake.
It's so good.
What the F is wrong with this effing town? Where the F are you, Mary? Get me out of this madhouse. The most cliche. Dude, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be in the remake.
It's from SH3, but monsters. They look like effing monsters to you?
Also, now that Spencer brought that up, every single secondary that brings that up as some
passing
super, like, hardcore revelations, like, oh, Heather thought they were monsters? No, that character is specifically screwing with her
Yeah.
head. They are literally monsters.
Vincent is probably my favorite character in all of SH because even after all the times I played it, I still don't know if I like him or dislike him. He is like the biggest enigma.
Yeah, he's the Joker card of the...
It's so... And he's so well written.
But
You're like,
anyone that brings up that stupid quote, and it's like, oh, SH3 is great, but it is not a psychological, like, game like
he immediately
SH2
afterwards
does.
says, I'm just messing with you.
It's like, no, do not use that quote wrong. He is messing with Heather because he is a sociopath.
Coalition captain.
Yes.
James. No, ready.
Didn't mean to startle you before.
Hey, James. It's me. It's Mary, your wife. Just want to let you know I'm at that place. You know, that art place. That Silent Hill.
Clear view of the reactor.
Effing Silent Hill. Am I right?
This place is
I-
it's effing weird.
I just wrote a letter with my freaking pen. Dude, and
Did I
having,
just do that? I
having
just
played
did that.
having played their most recent game, The Medium, I'm telling you right now, unless they somehow hired a completely different crew, that's exactly how it's gonna go. It's gonna be
It's gonna be awesome.
amazing.
Don't get a lot of visitors. What with the jump.
I mean, do you like how it's been a couple months since they came out with that gameplay trailer of 3 seconds,
Oh, it looks
and they
so
still
bad.
haven't said like a year of release yet, bro. They are probably backpedaling so hard on that. You know what?
It's not like Konami cares about anything.
You know what
I
char-
just don't understand.
You know what character's honestly going to be the most destroyed is Eddie. They're going to make him literally an incel. Like they're actually
Yeah.
on. He's going to be like, girls don't like me, and it's like, oh god, please stop it. They're
Eddie.
literally going to do it.
You're an incel, Eddie.
Like the scene where Eddie's just talking with like Laura or whatever. She's gonna make fun of him, not just for being like fat, but being like, "Oh, that's why girls won't sleep with you." Get it? Oh my god.
And couldn't he handle the stress?
I'm so excited. We're LPing that game day one. Just blind playthrough. It's gonna be so bad.
You know what game I want you to LP, but I think it would be really annoying? I want you to do that Shadow of Destiny PS2 game.
Oh, that's a game. I've thought about it. That's a game that I would have to, for those unaware, it's kind of an uncommon, it's not even expensive at all, actually, but it's pretty uncommon. It's a game that takes place, it's an RPG that takes place over, like, several time periods, and it's kind of like an RPG and an adventure game, and it's one of those...
Oh, I thought it was just like a puzzle adventure game. I didn't even know it was an RPG.
I think it has some RPG elements. It's kind of like, what's that game that you like on Chaos Legion? It kind of has a little bit of Chaos Legion to it.
I never would have guessed that.
But it's also
Chaos Legion's terrible.
It's also like it's a walkthrough game. You absolutely have to follow a walkthrough exactly, or you're never gonna figure it out. So if when I have a little bit more time after baseball season and I do FF7, I might do that because that's been on my list. But it's literally gonna be one I'm gonna be sitting here with my laptop and being like, now we go to 1400 AD. Now we go to 1800 AD. Like, it's just... I can't imagine how bored you would possibly be to ever figure it out. Don't you have to talk to everyone?
I think you have to talk to Eris. Pretty sure you have to do this. Every other... I don't care about the interactions. Other than Eris, maybe Tifa.
The planet's effing dying, Cloud. Wait.
Cloud.
Shinra, Sephiroth, no, effing Shinra, effing Sephiroth, effing Mako. I effing hate them all!
You're a soldier, aren't
Sorry.
Was.
You wouldn't happen to know our son.
You know what? So,
Have you ever heard of our effing son?
okay, I don't know if I'm the only one who feels this way, so I want your honest opinion on it. But you know how, like, millennials and, like, maybe younger millennials, older Zoomers are,
What
like,
did you say his name was?
how do I put this?
Zach.
They said the name.
In the same breath,
Zach?
they get offended by an awful lot,
Sorry.
right? I think I can keep it at that. But then on the other side, they like swear like sailors and just like will put like stuff like that in a game. You know what I mean? Like it's like you can't joke about certain things. You can't do this, you can't do that. But you can just have like characters drop 5,000 F-bombs and talk about really vulgar stuff. It's really weird to me. Like I would understand if they were like puritanical and they were like, no, we don't talk about mature-rated stuff and whatever, but it's like...
Games like Cyberpunk have fully modeled wieners.
Right! It's so weird to me.
It's so weird.
But you, like, there's many topics that you just cannot go on. I'll leave it at that. But again, you make your actual male genitalia and then swear up a storm more than, like... the movie Clerks by Kevin James, right? Like, it is just that bad. It's just so weird to me. That's why, again, a Western studio making SH2 makes no sense, because, like, I could literally see them, like... that. Oh, I mentioned it earlier. When you first see Eddie and he's throwing up in the toilet, they're gonna absolutely have it be, like, disgusting on purpose. And they're gonna, like, make him be, like... and, like, show it and everything. And it's like, okay, like, I don't know. It's just, it's really weird to me.
In the back of my mind, I want SH2 remake to come out. There's no way it's gonna be good. It's gonna be awful. But in the back of my mind, I just want it to be canceled. Even though it would be super cringe Kino.
There's no way. They already have, it's listed on our distributor's website.
Yeah.
Like, it has a UPC and everything. There's in the history of us doing pre-orders and stuff, there's only one game I ever saw that was officially listed, had a UPC, and then was canceled. And oddly, it was Prince of Persia, the Sands of Time remake. I literally had that pre-ordered, like, in the system. And it was like, it had a UPC, it had a price, it had everything.
So weird.
And then they just almost everything else when it's canceled, it's like, vaporware, you know, like a Beyond Good and Evil 2 kind of situation. Someone mentioned that game the other day. They were like,
I actually read it just a day or two
"No,
ago.
they're not doing work on that."
It's nothing super like concrete, but on Twitter, the director of the game responded to a comment about is Beyond Good and Evil even like being made right now, and he said, or is the project alive? I think that's the words that they use.
Okay.
And he said yes, but it's complicated. AKA,
Okay.
it's probably not even actively being like worked on. If I had to like guess, because they're doing Star Wars Outlaws, maybe like the team like was dissolved to work on Outlaws or just anything. Assassin's Creed number 57.
He's never given
Huh.
me a reason
Oh, wait.
to.
Oh, that is Ubisoft. Yeah. Well, someone asked me the other day, like, "What's Beyond Good and Evil like?" And I explained it, and I was like, "Hey, if you like it, there's a sequel they're never gonna release." So.
One really weird thing about Beyond Good and Evil 1 is that the director in the middle of development played Wind Waker, and he hated the game so much that he changed the scope of the second half of the game from being super open world to being incredibly linear. So if you ever played that game and you were like, the first half is like, it's not open world, but it's a lot more open and like freeform. And then the second half of the game is like almost entirely like corridors, and you ever wonder why that is? It's because the director played and hated Wind Waker. It's so weird.
That's really odd.
I don't know what Wind Waker did to the man, but he hated it.
Sorry.
Once upon a time, Wind Waker was an extremely divisive game. Now everyone loves it.
Well,
But
I like it. It's a very flawed. It's like the most. Well, I hate Skyward Sword a lot more.
I
but
feel like the
Wind Waker is like a literally like half finished game.
Didn't
but
the
I still really like it. It's just really weird.
Didn't the HD remake add a lot of quality of life stuff, like quicker sailing and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of nice quality of life stuff, but I almost wish that they did like a full remake and like finish the game.
It's one of those games that I oftentimes think about, like, oh, I'll go through it again, but then I remember that the first, like, literally 4 hours of the game is the introduction. Like, it has the longest introduction, like, ever.
Yeah, and you go
ever.
And you go straight to Forsaken Fortress, which is like the series' first. Well, not the first, but it's like the most elongated stealth section. And like, there's a stealth section in like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask when you're doing the Gerudo part.
Right.
But that's like
Pretty sure.
3/4 through the game. In fact, the Spirit Temple is probably the last temple you do in the game. So, should we just call it? It's 9 o'clock.
Probably, yeah.
Alright, well, we'll call it here.
Uh,
There's a lot of story.
yes. Which is good, because if I play some more this week, I'll still be ahead of the LP.
Yeah.
So.
When I practice these parts, I'm just like, what do I have to do? And I'm like, oh, I have to do 2 bosses, that's it. I'm skipping an hour of cutscenes. Oh, whatever. I wasn't even thinking.
I mean, it's natural. Hey, just go off I'm not going to cut 5 seconds off the end here, so go off of our voice and have fun.
You
and
get to see El Gato No Signal.
I'll see you next time. Bye!